Good morning, Louise here. Right, you might have noticed that I'm wearing the same thing and I've got the same makeup on, right? I know. This is pre-recorded. This is a message, a full moon message for Wednesday the 5th of April. Right, what did I get? What messages did I get? The messages I got today, it's about your relationships. Who do you love? Your intimate relationships. Have you been paying attention? Have you been having a harmonious time of it? Or have there been a little bit of discord of late? Right. So what is it that's not right? Whether you have been having trouble at work with your colleagues, with your wife, husband, partners, girlfriends, boyfriends, friends, neighbours. Something's been going on that hasn't really made for a very harmonious time with your relationships. So it's about putting that to one side now. It's a full moon in Libra. Put the disharmony to one side. Libra is about balance, justice, fairness. But Libra is also ruled by the planet Venus, the planet of love. So it's about ending the strife and being a little bit more loving and kind, and as the Buddhists would say, practice loving kindness. Okay, so we've got three. Hang on, let me put them out. One, two, three. So what's his first one? Fourth house. So the issues must be in the fourth house, the house of the home. What have you been ignoring? What have you been neglecting anybody? Have they been neglecting you? Is it time to do things a little bit differently? The focus is there. Second card is, excuse my French, Venus. What's not being right at the moment is what's going off at home with the ones you love the most. So it's about ending the shit, putting it to one side, maybe having a talk, maybe having a sit down talk. See, we've got this fourth house, and it's this. You've got till the new moon to get this organised. You've got this till the new moon to get this organised. I'm just looking at this other card for Venus. You see, and Venus has got summer flowers on it. So if you've got till the new moon to lay the groundwork for more loving kindness in your relationships, and that goes both ways. If you've got till the new moon to instigate that, that's when the whole thing will come to fruition in the summertime. This is what I'm seeing, and where I've got, it's definitely, you've got to put in the groundwork, end the shit and start putting in the groundwork. Set your intentions for that, to pay more attention to your relationships. And your next card is Descendant, invitation. So this is an invitation for you to recognize what is going a bit tits up in your life regarding house and home and your relationships with Venus. House and home, what have you been ignoring? What have you put to one side? What have you neglected? End the neglect. The invitation is to do something about it. There's bound to be some area of your life to do with home, love, and love that's been lacking in attention recently. See, it very much feels like, to me, that it is your significant other if you have got one. If you haven't got one, it will be the person or people the closest to you. Maybe you've been pushing people away a bit. If you've been pushing people away a bit, it's time to get that ended. And maybe you'll receive an invite to set the ball rolling, or you will send an invite to those that you may have put to one side. Be careful about what you love as well. Have you been loving the material things a little bit more than the people who you couldn't live without if they disappeared? It feels like that as well to me. But you can set the ball in motion to change it. I'm just waiting because I can hear her screaming in my ear and I know there's something coming in. Yeah, I'm also feeling that with this card, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Also with this card, this is this is your last chance to sort these issues out with this person. Because if not, they'll be gone by summer, or you'll be out on your ear roll. So let's just do another one. Excuse me. Okay. And we have two. So we've got entrance. So we've got descendant, invitation, ascendant, entrance. So what's entrance? What's the next card? Communication. Right. Inviting someone along, or them inviting you to sit down and sort out what's been going on. It's about communication. It's about communicating, ending the silent treatment if it's a silent treatment, ending the snappiness as one person comes in from work really, really knackered and the other one goes out to work having just got out of bed and no one's got time for each other. It's about making time to sit down and communicate. And the ending we're talking about here is ending that thing where you're just coasting. Relationships don't live long when they're just coasting. They have to be worked at. So then we're going to look at Chris Hands. No, we're not looking at Chris Hands. Where have I put them? Here I've got them. I mean, I've got cards everywhere. So I've been sorting them out, cleansing them all and all that. So we're Keepers of the Light Tarot by Kyle Gray. I don't know if I've already said that. Right, so look at the Keepers. What am I doing with these? Let me just put these up there. Let me just put these up there. Putting them to one side. Honestly, I'm not very organised today. I know what's wrong with me. I'm trying to rush through it to get it done so that I can get these readings up and then I can just breathe out and do all the 101 million things I've already got to do that has got nothing to do with YouTube but to do with work and business and everything else. It tends to be a really busy time of year for me. And I understand what's happening with these cards because I have been really busy with work and business myself. And I haven't really had much time. I don't have a partner, so I don't have much. I've not really given much time to my 2 adult children, who still very much need me in their life and still very much need help now and again. And I've just been fleeting in and out and pretty much left them to it. Which at their ages I should be able to do, but you know, special circumstances and all that. But I've been so busy that I haven't had, I think I've, you know, my back's been, my back's been turned a bit. And yeah, maybe I do need to pay more attention to my kids. Sit down and try and figure out what's going on. Because it's been stressful for us all, hasn't it? Let's be honest. Arguments in the family, and although I haven't had any of that, I do know that I haven't really given them the attention that I normally do, because I've just been so busy. Maybe you're the same with... Oh, here we go. Maybe you're the same. What's this? Right. Mercury. It's about communication. Not coasting, communicating, ending the coasting along and starting to communicate. Now, on the subject of Mercury, this week, right, my phone would not charge. Although there's nothing wrong with it, my phone would not charge. And it kept coming up saying that there was water in the charge port. There was no water in the charge port. I knew there was no water in the charge port. I don't have my phone anywhere near water ever. So then I poked all this, thinking that it might be fluff, a bit of fluff in the charge port. No, that didn't work either. It's taken 2 whole days of me trying different chargers to actually charge my phone enough to actually be able to record anything, because I do YouTube on my phone. Right. That's that one. Then on Friday, while I was at work, the laptop that my work supplies to me would not come on. It would not work. It would not switch on. It wouldn't switch on. Finally, I got it to switch on. Then none of the programs I'm supposed to use would work. And then halfway through the day, it switched itself off. At the same time, my son's girlfriend spilled a cup of tea on her laptop, which she then had to take to the shop to have dried out, repaired. And almost everybody I know is having issues with technology. Now I'm thinking, I'm sure Mercury isn't retrograde at the moment, but we're in the shadow of that. So if you're going to be in talks with a significant other, or you're going to put the sort of ignoring each other and coasting along to one side and try and work on your relationship, you know, work on what's happening in the home, in your partnerships, your relationships, then just be aware that we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, and maybe start to choose your words a little bit wisely right now. And it's going to be for weeks as well, so just choose your words a bit more wisely. Having said that, full moon. The moon illuminates what is normally hidden. Now, if you've been putting one to one side your relationships, not realising that, maybe you haven't realised that until now. Maybe the full moon will bring that to light. Maybe you'll end up having a massive row around the full moon. Around now, actually, because we're in the shadow about 3 days before and 3 days after. So maybe you're not even aware of that yet. Maybe you will be aware of that by the time you watch this. I don't think any of us can continue to coast without starting to pay attention. Last month was Virgo, health, This month it's Libra. Relationships, fairness, justice, balance. Right, I'm looking for my not wisdom, postcards from Spirit. I've been at it this morning because it's Sunday morning. No, it's not Sunday morning. I've been at it, cleansing all my cards, ready for the full moon. I've got them everywhere. I've got them on my dresser. I've got them on my desk. I've got them everywhere. I've cleansed some of them and put them back in the cupboard. Put them all over the place. Even the dog's sleeping on a box, which I'm gonna have to get off him and cleanse again in a minute. I'm gonna do a postcard from Spirit, and then I am going to get off. Am I? No, I'm not going to do a postcard from Spirit. I'm going to do a Wisdom of the Oracle card. Where the hell did I put them? Oh my God, where are they? Oh, there you are. Wisdom of the Oracle. And then maybe I will do a postcard. And maybe I won't. Communication getting skewed. Oh my God, we're getting up to the full moon. Oh bloody hell. Right, come on. Wisdom of the Oracle, please. What can you give us for the full moon in Libra to do with the home and relationships, and possibly Mercury, the planet of communication, Hermes Trismegistus, as above, so below, as within, so without. Right. Are we going to get some sort of satellite issue? As above, so below. Do you know, I don't know if this is relevant, but just as I was waking up this morning, I dreamt that I was driving up the hill to come home, and all of a sudden there was a huge light just shoot across the sky, and I said, that's it. That's it. But I didn't feel a sense of like the end of the world or anything like that. It was like I'd recognised something coming to show us something. I wonder if one of the satellites are going to fall, or we're going to have a comet or something like that. I wonder if there's something coming from. Is something coming from the sky? As above, so below. What are you telling me? What are you telling me? Bear with. What are you telling me? What are you telling me? No? See, I don't know whether that dream actually was prophetic or whether it was just a dream. And if it was just a dream, it's just my subconscious mind giving me some scary visions on something that, you know, maybe I'm subconsciously worried about. So I'm not worried too much. Regeneration. I am going to read it. Where's the book? Regeneration. 46, 10. 10's about endings, signalling new beginnings. What we got on the 5th of April, new full moon in Libra, ending, new beginning. So if you've been putting your relationships to one side, you've got to end that attitude and start a new one. It's about communication. 46. How many times do we get that in this deck? Can't make it up, can you? 46. Right. Rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. If your relationships are going to the wall, second chances. Venus. Full moon in Libra. Okay. So, second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful, growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. Now, the relationship message, which I think pertains to this full moon. The world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. What happens when it appears you've failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then once it germinates in your subconscious, it pushes through into your awareness. It is becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start, a more powerful version and form of what you began to plant in the garden of your imagination has surfaced. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear, like gifts from the gods. Now is one of those times when out of seeming loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. Do not dwell on the past, because you are really experiencing a rebirth. So if you have lost a relationship, all is not lost. If you haven't lost a relationship, then it's time to work at it or make your mind up. Maybe it's just make your mind up time. Let's have a postcard from Spirit. Just to finish off this reading of the full moon for Libra on the 5th of April 2023. Why did he show me that dream? If I find out, I'll come back and let you know. Might just be a dream. Might just be my own subconscious worries and fears. Because I don't normally, well, I do get vivid dreams, but not like that. But I wasn't scared. The dream wasn't scary. I wasn't like, it was like I was waiting for a sign. It was a sign I'd waited for. Like, that's it. This is it. Like a sign's coming from the sky. What does that mean? Do you know what? It might even be a flipping plane, one of them signs trailing behind it. And could be a balloon, could be anything. One more. Ooh, that's it. We have Dear You. There is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know what your purpose is. Yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. So if you're having issues in your relationship, right, and you've decided you need to try and do something about it, approach it as yourself. Don't take the words of others and then bastardize them to relay back to your partner. If you've decided to end a relationship, or you've already ended a relationship, or you've been, your relationship's recently ended. If you are on the lookout for a new partner, don't embody the personality of someone you are not, because it's never impressive. And even people who aren't very intuitively know when someone's being genuine or not. If someone likes you, they will like you for who you are, whether they think you're flawed or not. Trick is for you to not be inauthentic. Whatever is for you will never pass you by. So whatever endings you're going to see or decide to see in your relationships, anything to do with fairness, balance and justice, whatever you need to put to one side, finish, get it done on the 5th of April. Set your intentions. Write down what you want to get rid of, take it out and burn it. Clean house, clean clutter, have a salt bath. Sage everything. Cleanse your crystals. Do what I'm doing right now and cleanse your cards. Get it all cleaned up. Anyway, I'm going. And I'll see you on Thursday for your quick daily read. I'm off. Have a great full moon. See you later. Ta-ra!